guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make lip gloss. Today we are of course using the Get Suckered Get Puckered lip gloss base. Okay, y'all know this is my tried and true. And today we are making soft brown, also known as hot cocoa on my website, but if you want to do wholesale, it is soft brown. So we are just going to go ahead and jump right into this video. I have my scale right here. If you guys want exact measurements, you know you are going to have to check out the secret sauce, which is my lip gloss formula book, which will show you exactly how to make your lip gloss with this lip gloss base. Specifically, this is what I use. This is my holy grail. So it will show you how I make this with exact measurements. It has so many tips and tricks in there, you guys. So I 10 out of 10 recommend if you want to start a lip gloss business, or if you have a lip gloss business and you are looking for a solid and beautiful formula, I would highly recommend getting the secret sauce. Today we're just making a little bit of soft brown. So I am just turning my scale on and we are going to go ahead and jump right in. Let's go ahead and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now, one thing I will say about lip gloss, you should let it settle, because sometimes when you put it in the bowl, it doesn't pick up the correct measurement right away on the scale. So once I let it sit for like a minute or two, it oftentimes is a lot heavier and it will have more product in the bowl than you think. So don't be in a rush. Let your gloss settle in the bowl a little bit. That will prevent you from, one, wasting lip gloss base, because you really don't need to put too much, you know. Two, it'll save you from completely throwing off the formula, because you know that if you have too much in there, then of course it's not going to be the correct measurements at the end. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Let it sit for a second. And I actually need just a tad bit more. Boom, that did the trick. I'm surprised that I am not making a huge mess today in my workspace, y'all. Making lip gloss is so messy, and I am back to filming for you guys, and I'm just like, girl, do not be in here making a mess, okay? But if you do make a mess, it is inevitable, okay? It's real life. Do not feel bad. I have spilled pigment and oil everywhere and done all the things in between, okay? So that was my coconut oil that I just put in. You can use whatever natural oil you see fit for your business, but I like to use coconut oil and grapeseed oil. So I recommend doing your research on the benefits of the different natural oils and you pick which one works for you. If you want my recommendation, I will say that coconut oil is for sure my favorite natural oil to work with, and grapeseed is the second runner up. Now, grapeseed oil is a lot more accessible. Like, I can go to the grocery store and pick up a bottle of grapeseed oil. I typically get my grapeseed oil from Walmart. Now with coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, I just have to get that on Amazon. They typically don't have it just regularly available in the store, like in a good enough quantity and for a price that makes sense. So I typically get my coconut oil from Amazon, but I do have everything that I use linked in my Amazon storefront as well. If you guys want to see all of my lip gloss faves, go check that out. It is time for some pigment. Talking about I ain't making a mess. Yeah, right. All right, we have our soft brown into the bowl. For soft brown, we are going to use Get Suckered Sugar Cookie. And y'all know how I feel about Get Suckered now. This is my tried and true. All right, so I have my pipette with my sugar cookie. For these larger bottles, you of course will need to grab a pipette or something to get the flavoring oil out. That was a 16-ounce bottle that I just showed you. I also use these 8-ounce bottles as well. But if you are just starting out, you for sure can go ahead and pick up these 2-ounce bottles. They are super affordable, and it just makes a lot more sense if you're just trying Get Suckered for the first time, or if you're just trying out a new flavor from them that you have not tried. I recommend getting the smaller 2-ounce bottles, and you know these have the droppers in them, so you don't need the pipette on the side as well. But we have our gloss base in, we have our natural oil in, we have our pigment in, and we have our scent in. So that is how I like to layer all of my ingredients inside of the bowl. I like to start with the base, go to the oil, because you have to measure with the scale. That's how the secret sauce works. You measure with the scale in order of the ingredients, how I put them into the bowl. So we do base, then oil, then pigment, and then we do the scent on top. I like to just do it like this. I don't like to, you know, add in the base, then the oil, then mix it, then pigment, and then mix it, then scent on top. That's just a lot. I would rather just put everything in the bowl in its respective order and then just mix at the end. Mixing does take a little bit, okay, because you really do need to take your time and make sure that you get everything nice and incorporated together, okay. So as you can see, we are starting to get things going and flowing here. Oh shoot, I'm over here clicking my scale on, my bad. All right, so I just take my time with this because what are we rushing for? We not in a rush, we're just trying to make some lip gloss, you know? We're trying to make the perfect lip gloss. We do not have time for any lumps, chunks, anything. So we are gonna take our time and mix this all together until it is well incorporated. Give y'all a little ASMR here. As you can see, as you start to get everything mixed together, it starts to look like this super beautiful brown lip gloss. That is what we want. Make sure you get the edges. Make sure if you are using popsicle sticks that you are scraping those sticks off so that we are not wasting any product here. Ooh, and I got some base stuck on the side here. I'm just the queen of maximizing the resources, y'all. I try to make sure that nothing goes to waste. Mix until your arms get tired, okay? Arms are tired, but look at this. It looks like melted chocolate, does it not? I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's not too thick. It's not too loose. The secret sauce does it for me every single time. Now, one thing that I will say, when you start to mix different types of pigments, like if you're doing a glitter or if you're doing a flat pigment like this with no shimmer in it, or if you're doing a shimmer, they all have different textures to it. So I remember back in the day, I used to, you know, call myself mixing up lip gloss without a formula just because, oh, well, I know what it's supposed to look like and I know how it's supposed to drip down off the popsicle stick. Like, I used to say stuff like that before we came up with the secret sauce. And the truth is, you don't get that same exact drip every single time. If you're using different pigments that are formulated differently, it's going to look different when you mix it up. Now, as far as how it looks and feels, it's still going to look and feel great, but you cannot just base it off of how it looks in the bowl and how it's doing the drip. Like, you really do need to use the actual formula. Use the formula and stick to it because you want to make sure that your ratios are always the same. So that is just a little tip, okay? Because we really used to call ourselves being able to do this back in the day and, you know, be able to tell if we have enough oil, enough base, enough pigment. And I'm like, girl, yeah, I mean, it's cool and all if you're just playing around, but when you're trying to reproduce the same colors and shades for your business, doing this every single time is not going to do the trick for you, okay? So you need the secret sauce in your life. Go ahead and grab it so that you can have those measurements and you can just make lip gloss so much quicker and easier doing all of this. And you know, when it's not right, okay, add a little bit more base, okay, add a little bit more oil, add a little bit more this, a little that. Like, no, we don't have time for that, okay? We just want to put everything in the bowl. We want to know that it's correct and we want to move on. You know, we want to mix it up and we want to move on. We want to be confident in our formula. And we want to know that it is the correct product every single time. So as you can see, we have this beautiful chocolate brown lip gloss. This is the most popular sheer brown shade on my website. I just love it. It literally looks like melted chocolate. So for my business, I have this shade as my hot cocoa, which is part of my Cocoa Holiday collection. But I just saw this pigment and I was so inspired. I'm like, it just reminds me of hot chocolate. It looks like hot chocolate in a bowl. So that is why it is called hot cocoa. But today we mixed it with some sugar cookie. But yeah, y'all, that is all there is to it when it comes to how to make lip gloss. This is what I like to do every single time. I grab my scale, I grab my base, my oil, my pigment, and my flavoring, and we just go to town. So I have all of my favorite items, my lip gloss favorites, like my scale and everything. I have all that stuff linked in my Amazon storefront. You should go ahead and check it out. If you are in need of a scale, if you want to purchase the secret sauce, you are going to need a scale. So go ahead and grab all the materials that you need from my Amazon storefront. Y'all know that I absolutely swear by Get Suckered. Make sure you check out Get Suckered and Get Puckered Gloss Base. Okay, y'all know that I shop Get Suckered for my lip gloss base and for my flavoring oils, and y'all know I have a discount code for you, so use code SMUDGE10 at checkout to save 10% on your order with Get Suckered. 10 out of 10 recommend. All right, y'all, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me make this beautiful soft brown lip gloss. Cheers to you and cheers to your lip gloss business. Make sure you check the description box for all of the links that you may need. I love you guys so much. Happy lip glossing, and I will see you guys in my next video.